Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Empire Jeff TV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Tuesday night in which the Los Angeles Lakers once again defeated the New Orleans Pelicans 110 to 106 to secure the seventh seed in the 2024 NBA playoffs. Now, they made a tough road for themselves. They had to dig themselves out of it most of the season, and they just a couple of days ago felt like they were 10th. They got out to 9th. They secured 8th, and now they have secured 7th. And their their prize for getting the 7th seed is going to Denver to take on the 2023 NBA champion Denver Nuggets, the team that the Los Angeles Lakers lost to in the 2023 NBA playoffs in the Western Conference Finals. So, I mean, you play who you play, right? You got to finish strong. You went out. You don't duck this game. You go. You try to get this game against the Pelicans. They did. They got both games to get the Pelicans. We pretty much figured that tonight's game was not going to go the same way it did on Sunday. Figured the Pelicans would make it more competitive. There was a point there, third quarter, late third quarter, early third, where it felt like the Lakers might have started to be able to pull away there. The Pelicans had a lot to say about that. Zion Williamson was getting busy out there, man. Scored 40 points on 17 of 27 shooting with 11 rebounds and 5 assists before he had to leave the game with an apparent leg injury. Not really sure what that injury was. For everything I heard, he walked out of the arena on his own. No limp, nothing covering his leg. I'm not sure if it was a cramp. I'm not sure what it was, but he left with a few moments left in the game there. Brandon Ingram was on the bench. He was ineffective. The Lakers held him down to 4 of 12, basically 11 points. He was a minus 16 for the night. Zion with 40 points was only a plus 3. And CJ McCollum holding him to a minus 17, a 4 of 15 shooting, 1 of 9 from 3. Yikes. So the Lakers defense, shout out to the Lakers coaching staff. Saw multiple times where they throw some very good zones at the New Orleans Pelicans there, got them off their game. And, for good, I would say maybe 3 1/4 quarters. The Lakers were running a pretty decent offense there. Got a little stagnant there at the end of the game there. Kind of very predictable. Brown had to get a couple of tough shots there. And then the Lakers ran a pretty good play there with Austin Reeves going to the basket, drawing the defenders, kicking it up to D'Lo in the corner for the 3 to get that separation. And then it became a free throw game after that. So very, very, very good game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Like I said, they took the best punch that the Pelicans could. The Pelicans made a run. We figured they would. They did. The Lakers withstand it. And shout out to D'Angelo Russell, man, who started the game off right. Played that first quarter kind of like Anthony Davis did the last game. He finished with 21 points, a plus 16, 7 of 14 from the field, 5 of 11 from 3. He also chipped in with 6 assists, and he had only 1 turnover. LeBron James with 23 points. He had a rough go, though, 6 of 20, 1 of 5 from 3, 10 of 10 from the free throw line. He had 9 rebounds, and 9 rebounds, and he had 9 assists. Just missed another back-to-back triple-double against the Pelicans there. Anthony Davis out there, although hobbled, and he was struggling at times, man. Chipped in with his 20 points. He had 3 turnovers, 3 blocks, and but he had 15 big rebounds there, 6 of 16 shooting. So the Stars struggled tonight. Braun and AD. They scored a combined 43, but they struggled from the field. And the bench and the role players helped out there. Rui with 13. Like I said, Austin Reeves put 16 there. D'Angelo Russell with 21. Taurean Prince with 6 with those 2 threes. Gabe Vincent chipped in with 9 and some pesky tough defense there. So it's good to have Gabe Vincent back to kind of be a different balance off the bench there. They went with the 9-guy rotation there. Max Christie, obviously Lewis and Reddish didn't play today. So playoff rotation, and the Lakers got the job done. So shout out to the Los Angeles Lakers. Shout out to the Lakers players. Shout out to the Lakers coaching staff. Fairly good game plan going in there tonight. And like I said, the Pels made a run. The Lakers overcame it. And now we head to Denver, man, to face the hated Denver Nuggets. Extremely proud of the Lakers going in there handling business, coming out early and often, showing that they wanted to get that game, sending a clear message that in no way, shape, or form they were looking to duck Denver. No way, shape, or form they were looking to tank this game. And, now we get Denver, and we're going to see what happens. As I've said multiple times, the matchup is not ideal, but you can't duck it. You play who you play. And the season, the way it went, and the games we gave away early in the season, and some careless play, and some coaching, obviously coaching issues, some player issues, and here we stand now. We did get to the 7th seed, which is what we got to last year, right? To face the 2nd seed. But this Denver Nuggets is nowhere near the same team of that Memphis Grizzlies we played in the 2nd seed last year. We faced a team last year that lacked experience, was immature. This season, we're going up to Denver to face a team with a ton of experience and some NBA hardware. They're the reigning NBA champions. And the Lakers are going to have to play a perfect series. Every game, they're going to have to damn near be perfect to get 4 wins against this team. Denver is going to be favored. Denver is the better team going into the series. It's up to the Lakers to prove to the world that they can go in there and beat Denver. And I feel that if the Lakers don't get at least one of those first 2 games on the road in Denver, then this series is going to be problematic. Typically, don't worry about that too much because you're coming home. All the other team did was hold serve. But you go down 2-0 on a team that you've already lost 8 games in a row to. That's going to be it's going to be a mental barrier there. So the Lakers are going to have to go in and really do all they can to try to get one of those first 2 games. Game 1 would be ideal. But if not, they got to try to split 2 in Denver, man, because Denver is definitely capable of getting one in your building as well. Pelicans, I'm not going to, it's I felt that was a matchup that I wanted if we were given 2 games at the end of the season to 1 get in to the 8th seed and then 2 in the play-in to clinch the 7th seed. That would be a team we'd want to face. We as we can sit here and say that Denver is a bad matchup for the Lakers are a bad matchup for the Pelicans, and it proved that to be so pretty much all season, and then spill over into the final game of the season, and then this playing game. So looks like Sacramento is going to dismiss the Golden State Warriors here and send them home, man. The Golden State Warriors finished the season 25-12, I believe, man, and that blown game that they had there at the end of the season, and a couple of those losses there, man, they are not going to make the playoffs, man. Sacramento up 108-86 with a little under 5 minutes to go in that game. Golden State will be going home. And the question will be rather quickly, was this Klay Thompson's last game as a Golden State Warrior? So that's very, very interesting. I can't lie. I thought Warriors were going to get this game. Sacramento with no Malik Monk getting this game. Shout out to them. I did not think they were going to get this game today. So clearly wrong on that. But shout out to the Kings, man. Golden State just couldn't secure this must-win game here. And now you're going to have Sacramento versus the Pelicans in New Orleans. And that's a coin flip to me. Either one of those teams can come out of there. Whichever team comes out of there goes on to face the Oklahoma City Thunder on Sunday in OKC. So the Lakers now we know will go ahead and be facing Denver in game 1 of the NBA playoffs this Saturday. So they're going to get a Saturday game. I have a wedding that day, so I'm not going to be able to really be all into it. I'll be covering it. That sucks, but outside of that, obviously, wedding is more important. But yeah. So shout out to you guys for tuning in, man. Hope everyone enjoyed the game today. For those who are watching the Golden State Sacramento game, like I said, that's about to be a wrap. There's going to be a lot of Laker fans celebrating this because of all the trash talk that a lot of these Warrior fans did throughout the season. And these Johnny come lately Warrior fans just bashing Lakers and Laker fans and left and right. And these kind of out of nowhere Warrior fans. They're getting humbled here a little bit. They're going to get humbled here a little bit. So shout out to the Kings, man. Shout out to the Lakers, man. And tomorrow we get the East Coast. We get the East Coast games and the play-ins tomorrow. Those are going to be great. Those are going to be fun. But what y'all think, man? Talk to me, man. Now that you've seen these last 2 games in versus New Orleans, blowout, grind out game here. How we feeling, chat, about going into Denver, man? How we feeling? How we feeling about going into Denver? I said I was going to wait till after this game. I still have trust issues with this team. I don't believe those trust issues will go away for however long they play this season. I've seen too many times where it feels like they're starting to put it together and then the wheels fall off. So I don't know if I will ever 100% trust this rendition of this team. I do love the fact that Gabe seems to be getting healthier, seems to be getting his legs under him, which is going to really, really help this team defensively. It's going to really, really help this team limit their turnovers. The Lakers' turnovers today was fantastic, man. You only ended up the game with only 8 turnovers for the game. That is great. That is GOAT level turnovers right there, man. I mean, that's exactly what you want, man. You had out there with 24 assists. Okay. 24 assists on 35 made shots. That's what you want to see, sharing the basketball. But 24 assists to only 3 turnovers, that is a 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio, ladies and gentlemen. That is glorious. On the other hand, New Orleans Pelicans, not too bad, man. Only 12 turnovers. That's right at the cusp of where you want to be. That's considered, okay, like probably league average, roughly. 12 turnovers, not bad, but the Lakers having 4 less. I was saying, shout out to Dan, the Laker fan, man. He invited me onto his playback today, and I was on there with him, KJ, and a diehard Laker fan, man. So shout out to those guys for allowing me into their space tonight and letting me become the 4th member of that panel during the game. Greatly appreciate that. And I was saying multiple times during that game that if the Lakers could just hold the New Orleans Pelicans to under 32% shooting from 3, that the Lakers most likely would be able to steal that game. And that's exactly what they did. They held them to 30% from 3. And the Lakers themselves, who have been shooting, tremendous the second half of the season, shot 40% themselves. I basically said 35 or less threes overall taken for the Lakers would be a good sign. They shot exactly 35, and I said if the Pelicans shot less than 32%, that'd be a great sign, and they shot 30. So Lakers handled business, absolutely handled business tonight, man. Excited to see, happy to see that they showed no signs of even coming close to ducking, because you can't give the media even a hint that is going to happen, because then we're going to have a problem, right? So shout out to them for doing that. And appreciate y'all again for tuning in. Let's see who's in here right now. Appreciate y'all waiting me to get through this monologue here. Festo, what's going on, sir? Hello to you as well. Carlos, what's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good one. Search and Destroy, what's good, my guy? Hello to you. Craig. Dante, what's good, man? LFG, Warriors come out and play. Laughing my ass off. Steph with the bottles last week. Life comes at you fast. It does, man. Bridges, what's going on, my guy? McNuggets, we coming. JSJ, what's going on? Clay had himself a rough one today. Clank Thompson, man. I started calling that early in the season. That's what's up. There we go. He said, I'm lighting up right now, man. Angie B, what's going on, Miss Angie B? Empire Jeff TV's own Angie B. Hello. Let's go. We ain't talking no smoke. None. And like I said, you guys have heard me say this multiple times. While I do not prefer the matchup because it's not a great matchup for us, we cannot duck it. And am I excited we got Denver? I'm not celebrating we got Denver. I'll tell you that right now. However, we got them. Now let's go get them. We're going to have to, the odds were we're going to have to face them eventually. There are some people who prefer them in the first round. I'm not necessarily one of them. But outside of that, we got them. It is what it is. The chips fall where they may, and you got to go in there and handle business, man. And, tall task, a tough task. And like I said, man, Lakers going to have to, the Denver Nuggets have a lot more margin for error here in this series than the Lakers do. So the Lakers have to damn near play perfect to get this series. And they just might, man. Please like, subscribe, share, and dunk on those notification buttons. Thank you, Serge. Appreciate you. Absolutely, man. Dunk on that notification. Support the channel up here, man. Currently 17 likes on the video. So drop a like if you have not done so already, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Getting a pretty good mix of YouTube and Twitter out the gate here. So appreciate y'all. If you're on Twitter, please like the post and repost it. Share the Empire Jeff TV channel to the world out here. YouTube as well. I don't say this enough. Share the video, y'all. Share the video. Recruit people over here. Help your boy grow. Would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for your continued support. I've also put all of my links. Search will be doing that throughout the show here. But also, I finally grew up, became an adult, and actually put my links in my description of YouTube. Because I've been lagging on that, man. My link tree is in there, the IG, the Twitter. I signed up with Buy Me a Coffee, which is kind of like a donation platform, kind of like a super chat / Cash App. You can buy me a coffee, was anywhere from $1 or whatever. You can support the channel that way as well. Also, the Fanatics link, the Court Kings link, one of my other sites, Legends of Culture, is on there too. My playback link, as well as my Substack when my lazy ass gets back to start writing articles and columns, because that's another thing I enjoy, just haven't found the time. Also, my Tesla referral link, if anyone is interested in test driving or purchasing a Tesla, use my link. We both get hooked up, and it would greatly appreciate you guys. So all the links are in the description, and also Search will do a fantastic job throughout the show of posting them in there. So appreciate you, Search. Let's see. Angie says, GS about to say 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They're about to. And they may have to get that Cancun. I did one at the end of last playoffs for Memphis. I still got that beat. I still got that intro. I still got that artwork. Might have to put that one out there for Golden State. I don't hate the Warriors like a lot of Laker fans do. I don't. But Their fans, you know what? They crossed some lines of late. You know, like I said, these Johnny Come Lately Warrior fans, when the Warriors were winning, like with KD, or they won in 2015, when they had the KD, like the Warrior fans weren't as bad as they were after the 2022 team. They just became, they could not handle losing last year to us in 2023. And they just became just very disgruntled. And they're going to have a very interesting offseason, man. Like I said, who knows what happens with Clay? Steph is 35 years old. They're going to miss the playoffs here. Chris Paul's contract is going to come off the books. You know, Klay Thompson could come off the books. If they blow this up, we'll have to wait and see. We're going to have to talk about this. It's going to be very, very interesting because this Golden State Warrior team, as we know it, might be on its last legs here. We got James C.J. Caldwell, Lakers mentality. What's going on, my guy? What's going on? What's up, Laker fan, Empire Jeff, and Search and Destroy? Appreciate you, bro. Let's see. JSJ says Warriors pack. Yeah, everyone lighting up the Warrior pack right now, right? Everybody, people saying hello here. Barkley and his stupid guarantee. Keep it up all playoffs. Yeah, because you know he's definitely picking Denver. So hopefully we get that Chuck luck on our side, right? And hopefully he stays. I say like I'm always right sometimes. I feel like Chuck is always wrong all the time, man. So hope that'll work for us, man. Hopefully that will work for us. JSJ says Lakers got to thank Pelicans for helping us get into the playoffs. Yeah, no, I mean Lakers got to thank the hiccups, man. Lakers got to thank the Pelicans. The Lakers got to thank the Lakers. And again, I know this isn't a popular subject, and I know people seem to get upset when I do this, but again, shout out to the Lakers coaching staff. There was a lot of things I saw strategically as a former coach. There were a lot of layers in their offense, some things in their defense. There were a lot of things I saw that I felt were impressive. The players, like I said, for the most part, AD was out there clearly playing hurt, clearly not 100%, clearly bothered by his back injury there, but still was out there to put together 15 rebounds, some key blocks, a key putback, and a humongous rebound there at the end, kind of almost a backhanded right arm extended rebound that got him to the free throw line, hit 4 clutch free throws along with Austin Reeves sprinkling in 2 clutch free throws there. And like I said, this was a team win. Everyone down from the coaching staff down to every single player that played, man. This was a team win. Everyone gave good minutes. There were some good timeouts called. Like I said, there was some pretty decent communication out there. There were a couple of plays when the Pelicans went on their run where I felt the Lakers got away from some of their communication. The Lakers got away from some of their offensive sets. The Lakers got caught falling asleep on defense a couple times, but then they put it together. You know, I kept saying on the playback stream that New Orleans is going to come with this run. Just weather it. I was never really nervous. I was never really worried. These games don't really rattle me. I love these type of games. I love coaching in these type of games. And I'll prefer a game like this over a blowout any day. They're more exciting. It shows what your team's made of. And just incredible final 2 games after those 2 games that you had prior to going to New Orleans, where it was almost time to worry, right? Because they weren't and the Los Angeles Dodgers just won right now too. 6-2 over the Nationals, man. Baez got called up today, man, and delivered. Shout out to him. We'll be talking some Dodgers soon, but tonight is about the Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers, man. Let's see who else we got in here. And happy birthday, JSJ. That's right. The Lakers were playing today on your birthday. They got that win for you, my guy. So happy birthday to another moderator of ours, Mr. JSJ. Happy birthday to you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Mookie, 5 for 5. Mr. Mookie, Mr. 5 for 5. That's my guy, man. Mookie effing Betts, man. Mookie effing Betts. Creed Jackson, what's going on? Salute to you as well, man. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. Vegas Dev, what's going on, sir? Man, I love watching the Warriors get eliminated. Nah, right? hey, goodbye. Like I said, I don't even really typically hate on the Warriors, man. I really don't. Their fans hate on us. I don't think about them that often, to be honest with you. I respect Steph. I respect Clay. I respect Dre. I respect, what they did. But I don't think about them too much. I felt like we ended them last year. This kind of solidifies that. We put that dynasty to sleep. Put them to sleep, man. And this loss today solidifies that. They gone. Dunzo. See you when we see you. Can you drop the link? No, I'm not going to do a panel today, Creed. I apologize, man. I don't do panels too often. Kind of run my show almost like a radio show. So eventually during the playoffs, I'll do some panels. But tonight there's going to be no panel. I appreciate your interest in joining the panel and for me to drop a link, but I'm not going to have one tonight. I do apologize, but thank you for tuning for tuning in, man. We got Clay's officially washed. I wouldn't say Clay's officially washed. He just isn't Clay no more, which I understand. You know what I mean? They got miles on them there, man. They got miles on them, man. I'm proud of Zion. He carried that team, but it had no help. Yeah, I agree with you there, Angie. He did carry them. He did his thing. He kind of overworked himself there. As much as I'm proud of Zion, I'm almost equally disappointed in CJ and BI. Obviously, I didn't want them to go off to beat us, but I'm saying like those guys are pure hoopers, man. They're killers, certified killers, both of those guys. But BI, shout out to the Lakers. And when I said about some of the things about some of the strategies I saw them do, they kept BI from getting to his spots. And I spoke about this often, way back even when BI was a Laker. BI, if he can't get to his spots, he kind of falls apart. He loves those elbows left or right of the free throw line, a little bit extended, or those wings out there, and he has to dribble the ball and get going there. The Lakers, especially Austin Reeves, shout out to Austin Reeves, man. Certain guys Austin gives fits to. The guys who love the middies, Austin Reeves gives some issues to. And tonight again, Brandon Ingram was another one of those guys. Now on an island by himself with BI with the ball, then triple threat, or past the three-point line. Obviously, Austin might not be able to hold him there. But in congestion, taking away those elbows left and right for his shot and to get to his spots where he likes to pull up off the dribble and hit those shots, Austin was very effective to the point where Coach Willie Green was picking up on the fact that BI was taken out of his game and was almost pouting in the corner because he couldn't get to his spot. So they took him out the game. Zion had to leave the game. And then CJ basically didn't even show up to the game. So you add all those little tidbits up and you get a win for the Los Angeles Lakers. And that's what I'm trying to say. The strategy from the team was very solid today. And again, when you have a favorable matchup with a team, it's a lot easier to strategize. It really is. And now the real work, the real tough work, the hard work of having to face the Denver Nuggets, that's coming next. And that's going to take a whole world of strategy, a whole world of effort, a whole world of offense. And I'm not going to lie, it's going to take a whole world of luck. Because, anytime you go in to face the defending NBA champions, they are the champs until someone beats them. You want to beat the best. You want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And if you want to beat the champs, you got to beat the champs. And like I said, although I don't prefer them in the first round, it's not an ideal matchup. It is what it is. We got them. Let's go get them. Point blank. Period, man. What's up, Kurt? He said, hey, Jeff, Luck, Search, and Chat. Happy birthday to the mod protege and president of the Zach LaVine fan club, JSJ. Air horns. There we go. I forgot. He is the lover of Zach LaVine, right? He is definitely the lover of Zach LaVine. Gabe being back helps a lot. Yeah. So I've said often, you guys have heard me say this multiple times. I've always said that Vando is the cheat code when healthy, but I've also often said that we have needed a point of attack defender all season long, right? Gabe was a guy that was supposed to be that. Gabe coming back, and he's getting there. You can see it. But his impact on the floor has been huge. He was a plus 27 the other night, man. Him being on the floor impacts winning. And shout out to Taurean Prince, too. Like I said, Jackson Hayes is hit or miss, right? I said in pace and space, but in congestion and traffic, he's tough, right? But in pace and space, he can get you. And he had a really good dunk tonight in transition. He did some things out there in minimal minutes, in space and pace. He can get you some help. Now, Jackson Hayes, towards the end of a game, the final stretch of the fourth quarter, no chance he should be in there because, like I said, then the game slows down. There's more congestion. But between Taurean, Gabe, and Jackson, they gave some good minutes there in the first half when AD was not playing up to par. Baron wasn't playing great. Those guys off the bench really, really helped secure that win tonight, mainly because of their play in the first half. And like I said, Gabe being back and giving that different layer, a different option, a different tool off the bench for Coach Ham here. And like I said, while I'm all for people going at Darvin when he's bad, I think he deserves some flowers when he does well. And like I said, having another tool in that toolbox, like a Gabe Vincent, makes your job easier as a coach because now you have someone to play the role out there that you need to play that role, right? And Gabe's able to do that. So, as long as he continues to develop as far as his health and get back there and get his conditioning, his strength back, his timing down, shots will start to fall. He hit one today, hit a 3 today. And like I said, if he can get out there and play that role and continually, gradually get better as these playoffs persist and progress, then that's just an added advantage to the Lakers, and one that we absolutely need. Craig says, depends on Ham's coaching and substituting in timeouts. Well, I mean, the last 2 games, he's been fine. And like I said, he's kept it at a 9-man rotation, which is a playoff rotation extended, usually 8 or 9 guys. So the rotations were fine. Timeouts were fine today. There was a stretch where they went on a little mini run there He waited a little bit. Then New Orleans called the timeout. The Lakers got a basket, but outside of that, there was a point earlier than that where they made a little bit of a push. He called the timeout. So he's I think the last two games from Darvin, I think is getting back to what we saw from him in the playoffs. I felt he did a decent job in last year's playoffs, especially in the early rounds there. So if we start to see him make some adjustments here, which he did, and the Lakers defended this team differently than they did on Sunday. So they expected adjustments from the Pelicans. They guessed right, and like I said, they essentially took C.J. McCollum and Brandon Ingram out of the game today. Zion was dialed in like he was wiring money to an IG model. That's right, man. That's right. Fo, what's going on, man? Warriors dynasty is over, Jeff. Yeah, we ended it. We ended it last summer. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We took them out last summer, and then this just cosigns that, man. This cosigns that for sure, man. Let's see. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's going on, sir? Go Lakers. Hey, everybody. Make sure to go and subscribe to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. Bree Love, hello. How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your continued support. Hope you're having a great day. And man, I know you enjoyed that Laker win tonight. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Who else we got in here? Let's see. Trying to catch up here. He said Mike Brown used up everything in his laptop to beat the Warriors. He sure did, man. He sure did. Let's see. I want Lakers King series. Oh, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna have to be probably in a Western Conference. But they both would have to make the Western Conference Finals for that to happen. That I don't think is probably in the cards that both of them make it there. That would be hilarious, man. We got this. Yeah, man. I hope so, man. What's your strategy to beating the Nuggets, bro, if you're putting on the coach's hat? What's up, Jeremy? Like I said, man, to beat the Nuggets, you need a lot of things, man. And, we need, first and foremost, Bron and AD healthy, right? We need our role players to step up. But at the end of the day, we have to play better in the clutch. Now, one thing about this Laker team, the Lakers were the best team in the league. Their winning percentage of over 73% winning percentage of games in the clutch. So games that they are in the clutch this season, over a 73% winning percentage. And most of the games they faced against Denver were clutch games. So you take away those 4 losses from Denver, and we're like next level winning in the clutch. We just have yet to figure out how to beat Denver in the clutch. So my strategy would be is whatever you've done for those other for those other teams, that's 73% of the time, you need to stick to your principles, not get rattled at the end of those games. And you got to figure out a way to do your best to keep their role players in check. The Aaron Gordons, the Michael Porter Jr.'s, the KCPs, the Browns, the Reggie Jacksons. Those guys, you're going to have to find a way to not let them get going with Joker and Murray going dummy. Like you can't have that. You can't have their luxury players, which are their role players, get busy when those guys are getting dummy. So you got to pick your poison here. Look, no one is going to stop Joker. No one in the league is going to stop Joker. The Lakers could have 5 centers on the roster. It won't matter. You're not going to stop Joker. Okay, so let's throw that out the window. It's not going to happen. You're not stopping him. No one can stop him. We're not about to either. Jamal Murray, while everyone thinks he only lights up the Lakers, that's a false narrative. He lights up every team. You saw what he did to Miami in the finals last year. You saw what he did to plenty of teams in the playoffs last year. There are certain players who take their game to the next level on the brightest stage. And while playing the Lakers during the regular season is not the brightest stage, it's still Nuggets Lakers. It's still a bright stage. Most of them are national TV, and he took it to the next level once again. And I expect nothing less. I expect him to be coming for the Lakers. I expect Joker to be coming from the Lakers. But you know what? The best strategy here, Jeremy, is for the Lakers to serve it right back up to him. Bron and AD need to go dummy. Their role players need to go dummy. But the key to this, to me, is D'Lo. If D'Lo can get 20 points a game in this series, again, he doesn't have to be great. He just can't be bad. He don't got to be great. He just can't be bad. Just be good, D'Lo. Just be good. Austin is able to play against Denver. I think Taurean Prince will have some good moments. I think Rui will have some good moments. I think our bench players will have some good moments. But at the end of the day, if D'Lo goes ghost on us in this playoff round, the Lakers have no chance, in my opinion. They have no chance. So to me, the strategy is get D'Lo involved early, get him going, keep his confidence high. And because if D'Lo gets going, the best way to slow down Murray is to attack Murray. Make him guard somebody. Put them in pick and roll. Get Joker out in pick and roll. Make him play defense. Bring Joker out to the three-point line. Hunt him out on defense. Hunt Murray out on defense. Do to them what they do to you. Make them pay. Seek out your mismatches and hit them where they hit you. Don't let them off the hook. And, maybe sometimes for some stretches, maybe you put Braun on Murray and then let him have a bigger guy on him. And like I said, my biggest thing would be you're going to have to try to outscore him. You're going to have to try to outscore him. And this year's Laker team is able to score. They're going to have to try to outscore this team because, at some time, especially if the role players are going, it might be hard to defend them. So they may just have to come down and try to outscore them, man. Steph is actually one of my favorite players of all time. I don't like the Warrior fans. Yeah, like I don't like the Warrior fans have been difficult since they lost last season. Like I said, I don't remember them being that combative, man. I just don't remember it, man. Warriors will be okay. They're just going to a farm upstate. Warriors have no size. Yeah. So what's up? Step up. Phoning State got bodied. Yeah, they did, man. Yeah, they did. I don't know if Clay's gone, but I know he's not going to get the money he wants. So that's going to be interesting there. But shout out to the Kings again, going, even though at home, then getting that home victory, even without Malik Monk. That's impressive, man. That's absolutely impressive, man. So shout out to them for getting that done. Clay is more washed than all the clothes in the laundry. Yeah, tough on Clay. Tony, what's going on, man? Ham coach better, but when Pelicans went on a run, he should have called the timeout. He did call the timeout at the beginning of the run. So it's like I said, and then they hit a couple of threes. He did it, but again, that is those timeouts. Like I said, there's a reason why a lot of the Hall of Famer coaches didn't do that, because again, that doesn't always do. Because to be honest with you, the Lakers are one of the worst teams in the league at OTOs and out of timeouts anyways. And they've been forever, not even before Ham was there. But I'm talking about especially on defense, man, guys come out. So it's like I said, when it comes to the Lakers, they had timeouts at the end of the game. The Pelicans didn't. So like I said, these things, even though Braun didn't use it and almost threw the ball away trying to get it into Anthony Davis, for me, I'd rather have an extra timeout or two at the end of a game to need in a matter that's really mattered. Versus, especially this team against this team. If I was on those sidelines, I'll tell you this right now, Tony, I would not have called that timeout because I feel that we have a favorable matchup with them. I'm trusting my guys against this team. A team that we don't have a good matchup against, the Denver, I would use my timeouts more. So again, it's a coaching strategy. I know all Twitter and internet coaches think that calling a timeout solves all problems, but it does not. That does not. So if you got guys that are on fire, if you got guys that are going, you can call a timeout and think they're going to come out and not make them. But time and time improved, that data has been proven to be false. So like I said, I'd rather have my timeouts when the game is magnified. Now, if they were going on a run and like I said, they got up 4 or 5 points there, then okay, like I said, but against these Pelicans, I absolutely would trust this team to figure it out because they figured it out against them all season. We have their number, and it's a bad matchup for the Pelicans. If it's Denver, then I probably use my timeouts a little bit more selectively. But against them, I was like, even during the playback stream, I kept telling people, guys, we got this. We're not losing this game. I'm not really nervous about this. Even when they tied it up, I really wasn't nervous about it. Lakers didn't look too nervous about it either. Yeah, they did go out bad, man, for sure. They did. What's up, Vincent? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, man. He said, light the beam. That's funny, man. Savage, what's going on, man? I ain't seen you for a bit. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, man. Jeff, I am so happy we Warriors lost. What player do you like in the draft? We most likely keep in our pick. I love Kyle and Tyler Smith. To be honest, I didn't watch hardly any college basketball this year, so I'm not that guy to ask that question to. I just didn't have the time to tune into college basketball. So I'll do my research leading up to it, but as of right now, I am not the guy to ask that question, man. I'm glad we got the dub for my B-Day. Hey, happy birthday, Ms. Bree Love. I didn't know it was your birthday. You and JSJ got the same birthday. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for tuning in on your birthday. I greatly appreciate you. Phone State going fishing again. Yeah, they are. Patrick, what's going on, sir? Jeff, how do you pray to the basketball gods? Praying for the Denver series. Praying to the basketball gods. Here's how you pray to basketball gods. Don't fall for false narratives. Don't spew false narratives. Don't fall for the BS. Block out the noise and just enjoy some basketball. Don't throw tantrums. Enjoy every minute your team is playing for whatever it is. We only got them until they're done playing, and then we're months and months and months without them. And just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Embrace it all. The good, the bad, the ugly. Embrace the blowouts. Embrace the nail biters. Embrace the bad losses. Embrace the ugly wins. Embrace it all. Embrace it all. That's how you don't cheat the game. That's what makes the basketball gods happy. Most importantly, do not spew false narratives. The basketball gods hate that. Trust me. Big Baby, what's going on, sir? Why didn't Brandon Ingram get benched? So I don't know if you heard the beginning of the show, but they took him out the game, Big Baby. The Lakers had a strategy, and I don't know if you've heard me say this before, but I'll repeat it right now. Brandon Ingram, if you get him off his spots, he becomes completely ineffective. He did that during the Olympics. I've been saying that since he was a Laker. If you keep him off that left or right elbow and don't let him get to those wings on the dribble pull-up, you can effectively take him out of a game. He struggles fitting in when other guys are getting busy. So if you got Zion going off, right? BI struggles to find his rhythm within that. And even though CJ wasn't scoring, he was still putting up shots. So it's hard for BI to find rhythm in that. BI has that good player on bad team vibes. You know, he can get his buckets that don't always lead to winning. And if a guy's out, when one of those guys are injured, he can get busy, he can get out there and hoop. But when all three of them are out there, they're all getting their touches, they're all getting their usage rates up. BI struggles in that. And if he can't get to his spots, he doesn't have a bag a lot of other places on the court. And Austin Reeves is very good at guarding guys who seek out the midi. He's very, very good. That's why he's had good games against SGA. That's why, like I said, against BI, he has moments against guys because those guys don't go all the way to the rim. They stop and pull up. That Austin's smart enough to realize I just got to guard him to here. I don't got to worry about all the way to the rim. He's looking to stop around the free throw line. So Austin can shade. He can cheat. He can do all these different things. And BI fell into that trap today. So like I said, very, very good strategy by the Laker coaching staff. Worked to perfection today. Worked to perfection. Tina, hello. Lakers win. Let's get rest and get ready to play. Absolutely, man. Lakers win today. The Dodgers win today. It's a good day in LA. What a good day in LA, man. We're going to the playoffs from the 10th seed. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. We got to count our blessings here, man. We went from 10th to 7 in, I think, under 10 days. You know, the Warriors who probably felt, well, who cares? Just get in. They were talking that just get in. We're going to get in. They were talking like whoever we meet in the playoffs, you know, doesn't really matter because we're all kind of bunched in together, but you got to get to the playoffs. That's what I was saying, where people were like, well, maybe the Lakers should sit everybody in this game and then play the winner of the next one. I'm like, no, you don't take a chance in a game, in a one game win all game situation. Someone could get hurt. Refs can get on one. Some dude can go for 50. Like, no, you don't take those chances just to avoid Denver to face OKC. And there's no guarantee you would still beat OKC. It's a more favorable matchup. Yes, but let's not act that over the last couple of years that the OKC has not smacked us around too. We did well against them this year, right? But let's not act like we haven't had our battles with them in the past. That team came back on us twice down 20 plus, remember? So let's not act like, you know, they couldn't beat us. They could, right? So like I said, you don't cheat the game. You don't cheat the game like that. You don't upset the basketball gods, and you don't ever signal to another team that you are afraid to face them by ducking them. That you just do not do that. Never. Eric Kwan, what's good, my guy? The Denver Nuggets, it is. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Said he injured his hamstring. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, like, he also, like, I'm telling you, he was held off the spots, man. He couldn't get nothing going. Saying we're talking to each other here. CJ is a great magician. He magically disappears on the biggest stage. He disappeared tonight. Why the rotation so short? No Dinwiddie. They're going into a playoff rotation right now. And with Gabe coming back, and Gabe has been impacting the game very, very well. He's been leading the wins. The more his usage goes up, the more his minutes have gone up. It's translating to Lakers wins. Spence will get his chance. He will get his moments, especially against bigger guards. He will get a chance. Right now, they went with what's been working for them the last 3 games. And Gabe needs to get in game shape, and there's nothing like playing in actual games. You can't mimic game speed or game conditions in practice or shoot around. You can't do that. You need to get out there, and Gabe needs to make up some time here. He needs to play as much as possible to get those wheels right and head into the playoffs. So I expect Spence to get some definite minutes here against Denver. You guys will definitely see your dreaded 3-guard lineup with Spence in there. But like I said, went to a little bit of a playoff rotation today, and that's with D'Lo, Reeves, and then you had Gabe. Gabe was getting the minutes today over Spence. But just matchup related, you had Alvarado out there, a smaller guard was running around a lot out there. So like I said, CJ. So we're going to see plenty of Spence. It just wasn't in the cards for today. Hello to you, Patrick. Appreciate you. Let's see. Gabe will help us against Denver. Just wish we had Vandal back. Facts. Juan, what's going on, sir? What's Empire Lakers get a bid win? How effective you think Gabe can can be with Jamal Murray. He can help. Like I said, there's no stopping a guy like Jamal Murray, man. He's a stud. You got to make him work. So all you got to do is make him work. He lit him up in the finals. He knows everything about him. Now he's got to bring that work to face him now. You have to beat you have to beat the best to win it all. No ducking anybody. Facts. Hey, we got a super chat in the building, man. Passionate believer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy B-Day, Bree Love. Blessing to you and yours. Thank you for the super chat. Not only that, but also saying happy birthday to Bree Love, man. Appreciate you and happy birthday once again, Bree Love. Salute to Zion. We couldn't stop him at all. Hopefully he's good after that injury. Yeah, he stepped up tonight. He played great. He doesn't typically do that against the Lakers, but tonight he did. And shout out to Bron for taking that monstrous charge there, man. That was that was a rough one to take there. Nicholas, what's up, sir? Yikes, Golden State got knocked out in the play-in tournament. Yeah, like I said, man. Nah. Why do you and Dan go live at the same time? I know. I wasn't trying to be too late tonight, man. Like I said, you had playback. I didn't get a chance to do a pregame. I didn't get to do a postgame right away. As soon as the game gets over, then I had to walk lucky, right? And I get back and I do this. But yeah, no, I know. It'll be that way. A lot of great creators going live at the same time on this time of the year. So shout out to Dan, man, again for letting me join him over there on playback. So appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. They want people to fight for their love. Oh, man. Did you notice that AD can't stop Zion on the perimeter? Well, AD, not a lot of people can't because he gets such a head of steam there, man. And plus, AI just didn't have too much lateral movement today because of that thing with his back. But typically, that's a tough task, man. He's a big guy with a vicious first step, man. It's going to be tough. I think Jay Van will be back first round sometimes mid-series. Hopefully. But my thing with him isn't necessarily about when he comes back, but A, how effective will he be? And B, how long is it going to take him to get back to being Vando? You get what I'm saying? And the last time he came back, it took a couple months for him to get right. So it's just my hope that it won't take that long this time around. And hopefully he will get right and faster because we are definitely going to need it. Double mod activated. Tell Dan I said what up, man. Tell Dan I said what up. Great win. Send a message for me, man. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. Thank you. Let's see. BI looked pissed that he got benched. I'm telling you, it's more than just his hamstring. I'm telling you, he couldn't get going. And I'm telling you, shout out to Austin Reeves, man. He really did a great job, solid on him. A lot of people didn't catch that. A lot of people didn't point that out. But Austin Reeves, I'm telling you, those guys who love the midi, Austin Reeves can sometimes hang with those guys, man. Nobody can stop Zion but LeBron, and nobody can stop LeBron but Zion. Did you notice this, Jeff? Well, Zion wasn't able to stop LeBron in the in-season game where Bron went dummy, or last game, right? But tonight it was kind of like that. You know what I mean? Bron looked a little tired tonight, and Zion had a little bit more pep in that step tonight, right? But Bron, over the course of them playing each other, has done a very good job of keeping Zion in check and kind of been the real bully on the block. Tonight was one of the times where Zion really just took it to the Lakers. That hasn't happened too often, especially this season. Savage says, Gabe Vincent is dead ass a 3-and-D point guard. Lakers should keep him at his cheap contract. Would love the Lakers buy an early second and 2 rookies, wing in the center. We cheap contract. Yeah, and that's what I've been saying. It's like the guy like Gabe, is he exactly what we needed? A point of attack defender who can hit threes, who's gritty, who won't always go under a screen. He'll chase after guys. He's physical. This is exactly what we need. It's a change of pace guy from Austin and D'Lo, and so is Spence. So you got 4 different type of guards now, and in an emergency, you got someone like a young buck like Max Christie. So they have a good balance of guards now. This is what was so important about getting Gabe back and getting him back early enough to where he can get some games under his belt heading into the playoffs. That's the most important part right now. Most important part. So you know it, Jeff. Let's see. We saw a glimpse of Miami Gabe. Yeah, we did. We absolutely did get a glimpse of Miami Gabe. Richard, what's going on, sir? Feel like playoffs are somewhat simplified, so Ham looks good, but when adjustments are needed, a more creative coach to help would be nice. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, like Darvin, Steve Kerr basically shouted about and said that Darvin outcoached him in the series last year. Darvin, here's the thing, man. Darvin does not have an easy job. When the Lakers came in this season, added some new people on top of re-signing Rui, re-signing Austin, extending Vando. Christie was expecting to get some minutes. They brought in a project in Cam Reddish, right? You got Bron, you got AD, you got all these guys. You go out and sign Gabe. You add Christian Wood, you add Jackson Hayes. You have 12 players who could be playing on an NBA team. Now, injuries and all kinds of things happen, right? But it took Darvin, who's not a seasoned head coach, only in his second year as a head coach. It's going to take him some time to learn what it's like to be the driver of the car. Now, he's been in the league forever, right? Played, assisted, played overseas, was an assistant on a championship team, right? So, but you're not making the final decisions. You're doing good cop, bad cop. The head coach is being the bad cop. You're being the good cop. You never have to be the bad guy. You're everyone's favorite, because you're not making the final decision. You're a passenger in the car. You're not driving it. These people's lives are not in your hands. You do not have the keys to this vehicle. The second Darvin got the keys to that vehicle, it was going to take him time to learn what to do with those keys, right? Now, I'm not saying he's ever going to figure it out as a Laker. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is when you are a rookie head coach, and not only are you the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, but then you have LeBron James on the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's not really ideal for a rookie head coach because there's going to be learning curves. There's going to be bumps in the road, no pun intended about Coach Bump. But the Lakers knew this. The Lakers know this. And I, partially and mainly believe that this is one of the reasons why they have not fired him. I'm sure this was discussed at the time of hiring, that this may take some time and he needed some confidence, Now, like I said, this is no way, any shape or form of me saying that I think he's going to figure it out as a Laker. Maybe he does. I don't know. But what I'm saying is this is not abnormal for a rookie head coach being thrown into this here. You had the Russ situation last year. And then, like I said, it is a lot. And to be, quite frank, he probably wasn't the man for the job in the first place. So him getting that job when he probably wasn't the right man for it. Now he's taking the blame for that, right? So again, I'm not defending Darvin. I am not even making an excuse. I'm just explaining a situation. And this probably had disaster written all over it from the get-go because of everything I just spoke about. So that's why I've kind of been a little bit more patient with Darvin than others. I do not let him escape his flaws. He does not escape any blame. He does not, he doesn't get, we're not here to save Darvin. What I'm saying is, this is why I've said all season that this team had bigger issues than just Darvin Ham, because the players, you saw that team that showed up on Sunday. We have not seen that team since the in-season tournament. Okay. Clearly it's been there this whole time. That is on the players 100%. And that's all I've been saying. I've been saying that all year. I'm not about to switch that up now. You know what I mean? I don't, when things get bad, I don't just run to narratives. I just don't throw fits and blame Darvin Ham for everything. I just don't. Where's Ham? This is Ham. You be up 20. They hit a 3 and you're blaming Darvin Ham. Like, some people take it way too far. You know what I'm saying? Darvin has issues. He's got his problems. There's no doubt about that. But some people just take it way too far because, to be honest, they don't know how to break down the game. So all they know is just run to that. That's their blankie. That's their safety net. Just run and blame Darvin because they don't know how to really explain anything else that's going wrong. You get what I'm saying? And that's okay. And I'm not taking shots at anyone in particular. I'm saying casual fans, casual basketball fans, right? So that's just what it is. They just don't know enough. And so, again, while Darvin does not escape blame, everything is not on him. And so when the players step up their energy, when the players start taking things more serious, when the players get locked in, then that has a lot of ways of making coaches look better, even better than they are. But when players are tuned out, players are waiting to flip a switch, that has a lot of ways of making coaches look bad. So the way your players show up on the court, is the way it is. Now, you can sit back and say, well, they're unhappy because of Ham. This may be true. Not a single person has come out and said his name directly and just said, trade me because of this guy, like Magic did. They never came out and said the stuff got leaked to the media by guys whose rotations were getting slipped around because they were being unprofessional, right? But at the end of the day, they knew he wasn't going nowhere. So it didn't make any sense to do so because they set the team back too, right? And we'll see. If they go out in the first round, he's probably gone. If they make it to the second round and compete, then who knows? Maybe he stays. That remains to be seen. But as far as Darvin goes, all I ask is, if you're looking out there and the guys are dogging it, the players are dogging it, blaming Darvin Ham won't do no good. It just won't do no good. These guys got to show up. They've got to play harder. They've got to play smarter. They got to play to win. And if anyone, if they're unhappy with Darvin or anyone else is unhappy with Darvin, there's plenty of coaches that have won in spite of coaches. Plenty of players that have won in spite of coaches. Plenty. What is going on with Darvin is no different than lots of teams around the league right now. Like I said, listen to Mavs fans. They'll tell you they can't stand Jason Kidd. Listen to Clipper fans. They'll tell you they cannot stand Ty Lue, a lot of them. They're throwing tantrums about it. If you go around the league and listen to listen to Phoenix Suns fans about Vogel, the same exact thing that Laker fans say about Ham is the same exact thing that these fan bases are saying about those head coaches, because that's just the way the game is coached now. Small lineups, 3-guard lineups, 5-out systems, quirky rotations, timeout. Like, it's all, the most of the league is doing that. So it's just what it is. So I challenge you to go around and watch some Phoenix Suns channels. Go check out We Talk Mavs. Like I said, check out some Clipper ones. You will hear the same things that get said about the Lakers and their coach from these fan bases. It is no different. And for those who are on watching, when I was on with We Talk Mavs, the chat was dying because they're like, oh my God, this sounds like us. This sounds like us. Because it does. Because it does. And that's exactly what I've been getting at. And this is not abnormal. More than half the teams in the league are upset with their head coaches. What's going on, Laker Girl? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, man. Make sure to go over and subscribe to Laker Girl 136, man. She's got a channel over there. So appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully Maxwell Lewis makes a jump next season, can shoot the three, explosive driver. Yeah, I like his energy, his bounce. He's got that explosiveness. He's a player that I really think could develop into something, and he's that speed out there. He can fill the passing lanes. He can finish with power. I think he's got an interesting future. I would love to see him get some run next year, and I can't wait to see him in the summer league as well. We are a better shooting team than last season. No Vando, but Vando was hardly a factor on the West Finals. Yeah. So like I said, we're one of the top shooting teams in the league. There's a narrative out there that the Lakers can't shoot, but they're like top 8 in the league in 3-point percentages. They just don't shoot the volumes that other teams do. They don't take as many, but when they take, they make, you know what I mean? At a very high level, higher than most teams in the league. So that's been another false narrative about the Lakers, is that they can't shoot, which again is untrue. Let's see. Okay, we got another super chat here, man. We got my guy, a passionate believer. Appreciate you, man. He said, you said search double dipping mod champ golden wrench effect activated. Yeah, man. Search the mod of mods, man. He's the mod father. This is what he does, man. 420 game is going to be stacked this year. Yeah, man. And that's what I got a wedding that day, man. I got a wedding that day, and it's a family wedding. So yeah, I won't be able to cover it, but I'll definitely be finding a way to tune into that. That's for sure, man. Just scheduling conflict, man. Come on, y'all, man. Like, come on, man. Lakers Dodgers for life. What's going on, man? John Ireland called out Ham live on the radio for not calling a timeout during tonight's game in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I've heard John Ireland and Michael Thompson are great at what they do. Did you hear a couple of games back where they were sitting there and they were like Michael Thompson, he was like, whoa. He's like, listen, you smell that tree? And like, he was like, Crypto smells like, he said he was getting a contact high calling the game because the way that Crypto was smelling in there. And the last couple of times I went to Crypto, man, that thing did smell like a weed house up there, man. That was crazy last couple of times. But yeah, no, again, a lot of guys are used to, kind of the old style of where a lot of guys would do that. And a lot of these newer wave head coaches they don't do it the same. But like I said, the timeout situation is one that I think is overplayed. And I'm not saying that for Darvin. I'm saying a lot of coaches do that. Like the Boston coach is known for that, right? He's super known for that. So Vogel does that. There's a lot of guys who coach that way. It's when it comes down to timeouts, some go by gut, some go by strategy, some kind of mix the both. Some let their gut tell them when to take time out. Some stick to their strategy. It's a coaching strategy that plenty of coaches do. It's just magnified with us because our coach does it. Let's see. Clay shooting 0 for 10, but still has 4 rings. Yeah, he does got 4 rings. Warriors fans and Nuggets fans are both conspiracy nuts, always using the ref to siding with the Lakers. Again, everyone does, because if you listen to Laker fans, they swear that the Warriors get all the calls. When the Warriors get a lot of calls missed, just like the Lakers do, right? But that's what fan bases do. If they lost, it has to be because the refs. It has to be because their own coach. It can't just be the other team was better. You know what I mean? It has to be a reason. They can't fathom that their team just wasn't as good as this team to win that night, right? So what happens is, like, there are a lot of people who think the Warriors get a lot of play when the Warriors actually have a worse whistle than the Lakers. Like, it's a known thing. But they do set a lot of illegal screens that don't get called for. So that kind of puts a target on them. That's a fact. But again, like, these are all false narratives because the same people who say we get all the calls, then we turn around and say another team gets all the calls. It's just what fans do. It's fandom. It's homerism. It's just what happens, right? So that's why I'll admit, like, you ever be at a bar and a whole bar, I would have felt like, guys, that's an obvious foul. I get it. It's against our team. I hate that it happened. That's an obvious foul. Like, come on. Like, come on. Now, what I hate is when they call like an obvious foul on us, but then don't call an obvious foul on the other team. That's different. But an obvious foul is an obvious foul. But we need them to, we definitely need them to call it both ways. That's a fact. I'm not going to clown anyone for that. But like I'm saying, like, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, your basketball team does commit fouls too. We can't throw a fit every time a whistle blows against us. It just gets a little weird at times. Just check the stats again. Clay's still sitting on a donut. Man. Clank Thompson, y'all. Clank Thompson. Tony said, did you find it annoying when in the last Braun didn't drive on Alvarado twice, then third time turned it over? Yeah, I did. And I was speaking on that on playback. I hate when they do that. They were getting to a point, like I said, about a quarter of the way through the fourth quarter, they stopped running offense and it became ISO ball, running down the clock, playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They did a lot of things I didn't like in that fourth quarter, and they were lucky to pull it away there. But when you do that, you have to take a lot more difficult shots, and then you get yourself out of flow, out of rhythm. You let them hide on defense, save their energy for offense, and there's just so many things that go wrong when you do that. Klay Thompson, 0-10, shooting more blanks than Alec Baldwin. Ouch. Go James. What's going on, Chris? Thank you for pulling up, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Saying what's up. Everyone's saying what's up. Let's see here. Lakers will have a Chief type season. The Chiefs, huh? Man. God, man. Imagine we going to beat Denver. That'd be incredible, man. That would be huge. That would be huge, man. Going into Denver, the 7 seed, going in to face the number 2 seed on the road. You're going to be on the road probably the whole playoffs. And again. And imagine they go out and get game 1 on Saturday. Oh, my God. With this city on a Saturday, they get game 1 in Denver. Oh, my God. Man, come on, Lakers. Let's speak this into existence, chat. Fire emojis if we're going to get a win on Saturday. Come on, let's speak this into existence, man, because I'm telling you right now, if they take game 1 and they put a dent in that armor, and they put a dent in that mental toughness of Denver, they get up early on them. Ooh, let's see what happens. DJ, what's going on, sir? Shout out to you, man. I got 60 Cent here, man. Pausing his workout to salute y'all in the chat. Appreciate you for tuning in. If you have not done so already, make sure to go head on over to Lakers in 5 and subscribe, man. Good dude, great channel, good content. Make sure to go over there and check him out, man. Appreciate you, brother. If you are working tonight, drive safe. Appreciate you for tuning in as always. Let's see. That's right, folks. Cheat on your spouse, but don't cheat the game. Don't do either, man. Do not do either, man. Don't. Oh, man. Passionate believer. Thank you again. Thanks for sharing game insights, coach. We're here for it. Hey, that's what I want to do. Like I said, I feel like, look, there's a lot of people, and this is not meant derogatory way. This isn't subliminal. This ain't shade. There are a lot of people having just a fun time being fans on YouTube, and that's great. I love it. I love watching it. You know what I'm saying? I love going and being part of it on their channel. But like I said, on my channel, I really try to just cover it. I'm a fan, but I don't want to be a homer. You know what I'm saying? I want to build this into something where I'm covering this team, giving insight. Like I said, be a little different. There's plenty of the other side of the coin to that, right? Like there's plenty of fan coverage, right? And I'm a fan, so I'm right there with them, right? I'm right there with them. But my approach to coverage is a little different. I'm that guy that I kind of want to put you back together and calm you down after a bad loss. You know what I mean? When we get a big win, I want to celebrate with you, but remind you what's next. Let's stay focused. You know what I mean? That's kind of my perspective. Like I said, I spent my whole life around the game of basketball, watching, coaching, playing, covering, obviously. And like I said, I feel I have a unique perspective to bring, my history of the game and verbally, bring it to YouTube, right? So I think there's a lot of great people who cover this of pure joy and excitement and just bring their fandom to life. And I think it's incredible. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But for me to succeed out here, I have to be, a little different. I got to offer a little something different. I can't just go do what other people do. You know what I mean? Because then why would you come to me, right? Why would you come watch me, right? So that's what it is. So like I said, it's nothing about anyone else. It's not, because I said they're great. They're fantastic. I look up to them. You know what I mean? My thing is, though, I just bring a little different. The CBA, the contracts, the trade structures, media sources, like just different things that I bring to the table. I feel I bring a layer that a lot of people don't have on YouTube. You know what I mean? That's just me. So I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not saying I'm ever going to be the best. I don't operate that way. What I'm saying is that, I think I just have something different. And like I said, game insights is my thing. Trade insights, CBA insights, front office insights, all that stuff. That's kind of my move. I don't go off narratives, and I don't just go off other people's reports. Like I have my own vibe to it. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you all. And shout out to all the other content creators who do such a great job out here, man. They're incredible. Shan, what's good, my guy? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. What would have happened if BA stayed over Kuz? That was never an option, Shan. Was never an option. That's a false narrative. The Pelicans never gave the Lakers a choice. Which one? Like the Lakers were lucky to get out of that without Kuz, right? They were lucky to get out of that without Kuz. So it was never an option for the Lakers to keep Brandon Ingram. I'm going to shut that down right now and forever. Was never an option. But what would have happened? For those who watched during the time, whenever BI played with Braun, they weren't a fit. Matter of fact, Kuz was the second best player on the team that year, Braun's first year, because BI just couldn't, again, just like what you saw for BI tonight. BI struggles playing when others are shining. He struggles when he doesn't have the ball in his hand and can get to his spots whenever he wants to. He struggles not being a number one option. BI is that good player on a bad team who's got a filthy bag offensively, but you can get him off his spots and you can neutralize him. Because when Zion's got it going, and even if CJ isn't making shots, but his usage is up and he's putting up shots, taking away touches and usage from BI, that's when BI kind of falls apart. And I've said this numerous times. We saw it during the Olympics. He was horrible in the Olympics because, again, he can't go out there and get busy when other dudes are doing their thing. That's not how BI plays. And we saw that tonight. Now, I don't know if an injury happened late. I don't know what happened, but you saw it. Like I said, Austin Reeves can be a better, not saying good, he can be a better defender when he's guarding someone who's looking for the midi. He has success about guys who search out the midi. He does. And BI's that guy. And that's why you saw some success with him tonight. He kept him off those spots along with help from his Laker teammates. And that's what you saw. But again, Kuz was never an option. Like BI or Kuz was never the option. There was always going to be BI. BI was the centerpiece of that trade. BI, Zoe. And then maybe you can make your argument, Josh Hart or Kuz. Maybe you can make your argument between those two. But BI and and Zoe, that was the framework of the deal. That was a non-starter. Let's see. Where we at? Let's see who's up here. Goat James says, Nante. Okay, everyone's shouting each other out here. Minding my business. Black Mamba, what's good, my guy? Said, what's good, Jeff? Man, Lakers get the dub. Warriors take the L. Got a feeling the Lakers bought a big-ass tube of barbecue sauce for them Nuggets, man. I hope so, man. I hope so. This ain't going to be easy, y'all. This ain't going to be easy. I'm not saying they can't win. But beating a champion, slaying a giant ain't never easy. So if the Lakers are going to pull this off, man, they damn near got to be perfect. Bron's got to go dummy. AD got to go dummy. They got to be healthy. The role players got to step up. Darvin Ham, can't lose this series for us. Like there's a lot of things that have to go right for the Lakers to pull up, man. Lamont, what's good, my brother? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. Mr. FYF Sports Debates in the building. I don't even have to tell you to go sub to him because, like I said, the guy's got like 1 million subs, but, it's the right thing to do. So go ahead and hit up FYF Sports Debates if you're living under a rock and don't know who he is. Head on over there, man. Appreciate you for tuning in, bro. Appreciate you. What do you think of the game tonight, man? What do you think about Lakers versus Nuggets, man? Let me know if you're still in here. Let's see. Warren, what's going on? Said, let's go. Gabe. Yeah. Gabe definitely helped out today, man. Tanking would also give the other team a bigger incentive to snick it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely, man. You can't let the team that already has mental advantage over you get more of a mental advantage over you. Appreciate you, Big Baby. Appreciate you, man. Make sure to go sub the Big Baby over there, man. Got a lot of content he's been posting of late, man. James Worther, he's got Geeter, man. He was at Spectrum Studios, man. Head on over there and check out Big Baby Sports, man. Appreciate you, bro. I still say we let Serge kidnap Jokic's horses. That's wild. BI and CJ robbing the Pels. Yeah, today they definitely did, Shan. They definitely did rob them today, man. That was all the credit in the world to Zion, but those guys let him down today, man. They absolutely let him down tonight for sure, man. What do you think will happen to Golden State? How long till Steph requests a trade? To be honest with y'all, I don't think Steph will request a trade. I think Steph's going to retire a Warrior. I think that that marriage and that togetherness and that just building, I think it's post career for Steph there. I think there is I think Steph kind of wants to go out like Kobe there. I think he wants to stay there forever. But we'll see. I can't predict the future. That's just me. I think so. Let's see. Tycoon, what's going on, sir? Said Vanderbilt, what all the smoke now? Want all the smoke then, Denver. Yeah, we need Vandal back, man. We need him back, man. We're not the same team without him. Damn, Zion tried to take Braun's soul with that charge. He sure did, man. That was a tough one. That hurt me watching it, man. Are you concerned with how gave up the lead in the fourth, reminiscent of our fourth quarter meltdown against Denver? No, I'm not, because they bounced back. And like I said, when you look at the Lakers' winning percentage in the clutch, they're top tier. They're the best in the league. They've been doing this all season when they're in close games, except for Denver, right? So they've got to figure it out. Now, we touched on that earlier. So there's always going to be a concern about the Lakers and Denver in the final 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. That's always going to be the concern, because they've been their Achilles heel against the Nuggets. But the Lakers have what it takes to change that. They just got to do it. They got to do it. And remains to be seen if they will, but we got to wait and see, man. Oh, you're welcome, Bree-Love. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. We just run out of gas in the fourth quarter. Well, we can run out of gas because, like I said, you got Braun at 39, right? You got Braun out there at 39. You got AD who's dealing with stuff right now, who's nimble as is, right? And AD, when he's having to be like the top defender and sometimes the only defender out there, then, he gets gas. It's hard to expect him to be all-world offensively and defensively at the same time. It's tough. That's a tall task to ask. So this is why today, when you saw D'Lo have a great first quarter, usually that means, okay, Braun can get going later because, D'Lo spotted him a quarter. D'Lo gets a couple shots later, but Braun could bring us home, right? Well, tonight, you could really say, D'Lo had the good first quarter. Braun and AD never really got going. They scored, but Braun had 10 free throws, and he made 10 and 10 free throws, but he only had 20 points, right? He really did not have a great game. AD had 15 rebounds, did not have a great game. He helped will us to a win, man. He had some plays down the stretch. But again, we won on the road in borderline must-win game with our two stars not playing great, our role players stepping up, and we weathered a hell of a run by the Pelicans, but that's what you get, a 15, 18-point lead, because when those guys come up and catch you again, then you get your second wind, and you can get some separation there, right? But again, they got it done, and they've got plenty of games like this done this season. And like I said, their winning percentage in the clutch is huge. It's the best in the league. So they've got to figure it out against Denver, because even if they just split with Denver, those two games, that percentage would be even higher. So their Achilles heel is Denver. They've got to figure that out. And that's why I've said it's not an ideal matchup in the first round, but they can beat them. But will they beat them? Like I said, that remains to be seen. And I'll give my prediction for that series on Friday. I'll give my prediction for that series, all series, on Friday. We'll do a video and we'll break down going into the playoffs, and we'll see. We'll put together a little bracket or whatnot. We'll see what's what. But I'll give those predictions on Friday, man. That dive for the ball Gabe had was like Dennis, exactly what we've been missing. Yeah, those are championship plays, championship dives. You get a game like that in a finals game, and that could help you win a game in a final series, right? Gabe brings that. We were lucky to get Gabe. We were unlucky he got hurt. But we were lucky that it wasn't a season-ending injury. And we got to get a little bit more lucky and hope that his conditioning and everything comes back quick. That's what we need. And because I said, he can absolutely help us win a playoff series. Absolutely, without a doubt. Coach Bump, I'm screaming. I didn't make that up. I've heard that from a couple people. So I can't, I don't take people's lines. I don't take people's, credit. I just don't remember who said it. It might have been a Stepper. It might have been Stepper. It might have been someone else. For some reason, I think it's Stepper. But if I'm wrong, I apologize. I did not come up with that. I know shout out to my guy, Detroit God. I've heard him say that too. So I'm not entirely sure who I got that from first, but I did not come up with that. So, but it is funny though. One Peruvian guy, salute to you, man. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you as always, brother. Dante says, Vando, please be ready by game one. Which I think, I don't know, Dante, man, I don't know. I'm not even convinced he'll be back the series. I'm not convinced. I don't know. There's chatter. There's enough chatter out there where there's smoke, there's fire, right? But I simply don't know yet. I don't know yet. I've heard some things. I know some other people that's heard some things. I'm hopeful, cautiously optimistic, but I've never believed from jump that he was going to come back. Remember, I told you guys when the update came and everyone was celebrating, I was like, hold on, y'all. You don't read this report right. I'm a report translator around here, y'all. That's what I do. like your Google Translate for NBA reports. You know what I mean? And I'm still not convinced that he's going to see a court this season. I'm not convinced. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not. But I need to see it. I need to see it, and I hope we see it. I hope we see it. We just saw Clay's last game as a Warrior. Bloodhound, what's going on, man? I don't know, man. Maybe. I still think he comes back for less. But we'll see. We'll see. A lot of things. A lot of things can change. What would it take for the Lakers to keep Ham? To be honest, again, this might not be a popular take. I feel that if he gets out of the first, if he beats Denver, if he beats the champs, the Lakers beat the champs, and they compete in the second round and still lose, I still think there's a chance he stays. If he goes out in the first round, I think there's a good chance he goes. If he gets to the second round and they don't compete, I think there's a chance he goes. But for those who want Darvin gone no matter what, even if it means sacrificing the whole rest of the season, then it's going to be a first-round exit. Anything outside of a first-round exit, I don't know. Because this Laker, I would have had him gone already just for the simple, although I don't blame him for everything like everyone else does, I would have had him gone just to get rid of the toxicness and the drama and the narratives and just everything. I would have just done it because of that, because it's just too much. It's just too much. As a Laker fan, as someone who covers the team, it's just so toxic that I would just prefer that he was gone just to not deal with that anymore, right? Just to not deal with that. Because there are people who literally like someone could spill a drink in the third row and they're going to blame Darvin Ham for that. Like there's certain people that are just so frighteningly obsessed with it that they just can't see anything else. That's true hate. You know what I mean? So when you have that much true hate surrounding a team, sometimes you just got to get rid of that distraction. So like I said, I've said for a while that if it were me, I would have let him go already, just to get away from that toxicity. And then, but for the same reasons why they didn't get rid of him is why I'm still convinced that they might not if he does indeed make it past the Denver Nuggets. That's just what I'm saying, man. Team rebound to beat Denver. Oh, man. Yeah, exactly, man. We definitely need that for sure. We got Jackie. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, my guy. How confident are you against Denver? Me personally, I think we're getting clapped. I'll give my prediction on Friday. I said I needed to wait to see this game, to see it. I still have trust issues with this team. That's never going to change this season. Rest of the season, these playoffs, however far they go. But I need to process some things. I need to watch some more of the last two games again. But this is not going to be easy, and this is not ideal. I can tell you that right now. But we got who we got, and I'm going to think about this a little longer. But I'll give my prediction on Friday, man. Hey, Chow Lee, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thank you for always supporting. I greatly appreciate you, man. Big Baby says, I remember Greg Popovich called the timeout in the first 30 seconds of a football game. Now, see, I've seen Pop, right? I've seen Pop call timeouts 10 seconds into the start of a second half to embarrass his team. Like before anything happened, he was so mad at them in the first half and was so mad in the locker room that he did that to embarrass them. Like I've seen him do that. Pop a different breed though, but I'm telling you, I've seen so many. You can't. One second. A chair is tripping here. You calling a timeout doesn't always solve all your problems. Again, we went over this earlier. That's a narrative that, like I said, if you don't have a solution to the problem, calling a timeout is pointless. Any coach who's ever coached will tell you that same exact thing. Without a solution, calling a timeout isn't going to do anything. Now, granted, you should have someone there that should have a solution. That's a fact, right? So that goes without saying. Darvin, more often than not, doesn't have the solution. So when I say that, him calling a timeout doesn't necessarily improve the situation, especially if you need that timeout later. Now, if it's a coach that can go in there and make an adjustment, then I'm much more comfortable with using that timeout. But if he's not going to adjust, then I'd rather have it for later. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I mean about it. But if you have a good coach that knows what he's doing and most importantly has confidence in what he's doing, that makes a world of difference. But none of us have the confidence in Darvin in those situations. Again, I'm not as hard as him as everyone else is, but I'm also not extremely confident in him either, right? So that's just being real with it. I was listening a bit to Warriors podcast and it was hilarious. They also wanted Kerr to get Ken. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, purple and gold. Every fan base, like if you go around, I'm telling you, listen to the Mavs, listen to the Suns, listen to the Clippers. Just those three franchises. You're going to hear the same complaints about their coaches that the Lakers have about our coaches. I promise you. I talked to a lot of content creators for other teams. They always scream about their coaches. I'm like, bro, you sound like Laker fans. Like, it's the same thing. It's just the way the games are coached now. 36 football game time. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Kurt says, what two role players do we need to step up against the Nuggets? Well, D'Lo and AR, ideally, right? D'Lo and AR, because those are our other two starters. Rui, I don't worry about offensively. But those two guys, they have to bring it every night. We need them. When D'Lo hit that dagger three, he was talking ish to the Pelicans bench. Facts, man. I was loving it because I saw that play happening before it did. Again, shout out to my brother Dan, man, for allowing me on with KJ and diehard Lakers fan. Appreciate those brothers for letting me on their panel tonight and letting me crash the party tonight. It was fun. I haven't had a lot of time for playback, man. I miss it, but it was good to get over there. It was great. So as always, man, shout out to Dan for that. Let's see. Tina put fire. Here we go. There go to fire emojis. Okay, gotcha. Purple and Gold says, hey, Jeff, assuming we're advancing the second round. And yes, we think positive always as a Laker fan. It's scam job save. I just touched on that. You probably just heard me talk about that. That's exactly why BI struggled with Team USA. Yep. And I was saying it then. I'm telling you, like, that's just how BI struggles, man. No injury. Green said he felt like the flow. The guy were out. Like the flow, the guys are out there. Yeah. I'm telling you, I've talked about that. Like, you can ask Dan. I've talked about that a lot, like about BI, man. I have. Everyone, please like, subscribe, or search will say I didn't do anything while he was gone. That's funny, man. That's funny, bro. Man, KAT, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. One good thing heading into Denver is that we won 12 of our last 15. Yes, I love that. I love that we've won 12 of our last. So this thing, it's like two worlds are colliding. Winning 12 of 15, but losing 8 straight to Denver. Something's gonna give, right? Hopefully, it's us continuing that trend of the 12 and 15, man. Pray to the basketball god. Snow Wolf, what's going on? Joker versus the King. Yeah, man, we want it, man. We got it. Like I said, at the end of the day, you guys have heard me say this a lot. This isn't my ideal matchup, but it is. Man, I almost let that word fly. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You cannot duck this stuff, guys. You just cannot duck it. You can't. You just can't. Nope. Gifted coach bump. There we go. Okay. I for some reason, I'm like Stepper's name popped in my head when that's why I clarified. It's because again, that wasn't me. I didn't come up with that. That was Stepper, but it fit what I was talking at the time and it worked. But I promise I took no credit for that because that wasn't mine. What's going on, my brother? I was talking about you. What's going on, my guy? DTLF, Dan the Laker fan. LFG Jeffrey outside, my boy. That's right, man. Thank you again, bro, for letting me on tonight. That was really fun. Make sure to get over there and check out Dan's playback channel over there, man. Best over there on playback, man. Playback.tv/Dan the Laker fan. Go ahead and check that out, man. Incredible. Shit, did I butcher that or was it DTLF? Shit, my bad. Search, correct me in the chat. My fault. Like, if I got that wrong. Let me see. I still have it up here from earlier. I want to get that right. I don't want to misquote up in here. DTLF, excuse me. Playback.tv/DTLF. Please excuse me, guys, man. Long day. Appreciate you tuning in, my brother, man. Thanks again for today. And thanks the other fellas for allowing me on today, man. That was fun. I enjoyed it, man. Let's see. Clay to the Lakers for the minimum. You know what? I'll say this. I will say this. I would not dismiss Clay to the Lakers. I'm not saying for the minimum, though, but I would not dismiss Clay to the Lakers. There's going to have to be some gymnastics there, some craziness. But I will say do not dismiss it because if they fall apart, if there's a bad breakup up there, you know how it is, man. When there's a breakup, man, sometimes people want some payback. You know what I mean? And just saying, don't rule it out. But I'm not saying it's probable or even like the favorite. Like, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is do not rule it out. Just don't rule it out. There we go. Yeah, we're shutting out Dan. That's what's up. I'm like, Google Translate for NBA reports. You on fire. Keep it coming in Fire Entertainment tonight. Inside joke. I'm telling you, man, I've been breaking down reports for like, man, since I was a kid, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not Google Translate for them joints, man. I'm telling you, man. I used to, but that's all my grandpa, though, man. My grandpa used to give me the newspaper. Shout out to my grandpa. You know, guys, I talk about him a lot on these shows. He used to give me the newspaper and make me read the article. And he was like, okay, what does that article say? Like, what's the point that they're getting at, but they're using a headline to draw people. And he used to teach me that, man. My grandpa taught me so much. May he rest in peace, man. He taught me so much and how to see these things and the business of the game and all. You guys have heard me talk about him so many times, but that's how I learned that, you know, and then all like the media context I've been blessed to come across over the years. And then me, you know, writing some, you know, trying to, at one point taking a stab at being a writer myself. Like, it's just something I had a passion for. So I can, when I get these reports, man, I'm pretty good at finding the layers within them, man. So I appreciate you there, Passionate Believer. appreciate you, man. Richard says, if we win, need to see Ham Pod. What you mean? Which Ham Pod? Let's see. Jeff, I think it is crucial for us to win a game in Denver. If we don't win a game, we're in trouble. That's what I was saying. I think if we get game one, I'm telling you, man, if we get game one. But I don't care. I'm not greedy. Give me one or two. I don't want to come home 0-2 after we've lost 8 straight to them, man. I don't want to do that. Let us get one. Let us get one, man. And let's see what these guys do when they get a little rattled. You know what I mean? Let us when they got to look and, you know, they got to look over their shoulders. And I'm gonna tell you this. And this is very, very important. This is why so few teams repeat, let alone three-peat in this piece, right? It is so hard. It is much harder when you are the hunted and not the hunter. Denver goes into the playoffs the first time in their lives as the hunted. And we gonna hunt those mother. I'm telling y'all, man. All right. So this is a whole different ball game for them now, man. Whole different ball game for them. For sure, man. Yeah, Search is definitely the go. Absolute. The mod god, the mod father, the mod of mods, man. Passionate Believer, man, with all the super chats tonight. Appreciate you. DTLF in the house. Respect. You hit him with the bang. We got the GOAT down tonight, y'all, man. Here's my prediction. Denver in 6. Hope I'm wrong. You know what? I mean, obviously, it's not gonna be a popular opinion, right? But that's an unbiased pick. I salute you for being unbiased. I salute you for recognizing the seriousness of this series. That prediction is very possible. It's very possible. But again, I'm gonna wait for Friday for my prediction. I got trust issues, man. I gotta sort through this. I gotta see a psychic. I gotta sort through this, man. I'll get my predictions for the whole playoffs on Friday. But hey, Lakers, Dodgers for life. I appreciate you because you're being honest. You're being unbiased. That's your honest take. I respect that. I appreciate it. I'm kind of floating between positions here, like what I'm going to pick for this series. I need a little time here. But that's, that is a fair take. That is a fair take. Again, not going to be popular, I'm sure. But it's a fair take. They're the reigning champs. They got a hell of a team over there. They're well coached. The home court advantage. They seem to turn into the 96 Bulls, 86 Celtics, 2001 Lakers every time they face us. So again, we have to wait and see though, right? But I get my predictions on Friday, y'all, man. On Friday. Let's see. Dante says, I'm drinking champagne, about to roll up another Warriors pack. I don't care. Do you, man? Hey, you know what? Like I said, I'm not a big Warrior hater. I enjoyed watching them during their run. Like, when the Lakers were kind of down and out, they were fun to watch. They were fun to watch. I was always through and through a Laker fan, but again, those series against the Cavs, and they were fun to watch. But however, their fan base just took a turn when we beat them last season. And again, Dan, Mees, Chris, myself, like we've been saying, like we put them to sleep last year. Like we destroyed that dynasty. This just did nothing but stamp that, right? We knew we ended that dynasty last year. Now, having said that, I had the Warriors absolutely winning tonight. Like no lie. Like I had the Warriors winning tonight. Shout out to the Kings. I think on Around the League, I think Dan was the only one who basically was saying, like, don't sleep on the Kings. So shout out to Dan. He got that. I was pretty convinced. Like, I felt like if Monk was playing, that Sack would have a better chance. But I completely felt that Warriors were gonna win this and then face the Pelicans. And I thought the Warriors were getting into the playoffs. I just did. I really did. I was wrong. I'm a little surprised, but then really not. But shout out to the Kings, man. Shout out to the Kings, man. They did their damn thing tonight, man. He said Warriors back. Warriors back. That's hilarious. Thank you. Yeah. As soon as I said it, it felt weird. I'm like, that seems too long. I don't think that was too long. Oh man. Hey, appreciate you, Dan. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Just following the standard that you set, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Let's see. JSJ says maybe the Warriors need a super team to win. They need LeBron James. LeBron James. Oh man, Alvarado was all in D'Lo's face, like Rick Ross trying to make the beef about him. Yeah, he was, man. 3'7" avocado was annoying. He's that guy that you dislike, but you love him on your team. The Lakers could use a guy like that. You know what I mean? But now we got Gabe. I'm excited for that. I'm just really, really excited for what Gabe can bring to this team. We've talked about it a lot all year, and it feels good to actually not only talk about it, but see him out there on the court making an impact, man. Cocaine with a headband. That's hilarious. Casual NBA fan, what's going on, man? Kind of sad to see people disrespect a great player like Clay because of an awful game. He's still a great player. I agree. But the thing though, casual NBA fan, it's all in the game though, man. You know what it is? Like, everyone who's saying it respects Clay. I guarantee you. They respect Clay. They appreciate what he's brought to the game. I can't speak for everyone. I'm just assuming, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But you know how it is, man. You know how it is when it goes down. The Jordan crying means the trash talk comes out because don't sleep on a single second. Because don't forget, we got multiple guys on our team, multiple guys. We got Braun who we got to hear about every day. Anthony Davis, they still call him street clothes, even though he played north of 75 games this season, right? You hear all the D'Lo bashing, the AR bashing, like all the bashing. So, they come for all of them. I understand that D'Lo and Austin are not on the level of a Klay Thompson, or even maybe an Anthony Davis because of the championships, but AD is still the Hall of Famer. But LeBron James gets it nonstop. They come for him nonstop. So if LeBron James can get it, then Klay Thompson absolutely can get it, right? From a clowning standpoint after a loss. Everyone respects Klay. Everyone appreciates his contribution to the game, I feel. But I get where you're coming from, but I'll always respect Klay, and hate to see him go out in a final game of a season like that, and what potentially could be his final Warrior game. But I'm not gonna lie, I think him going 0 for 10 might be a reason why he comes back. He probably doesn't want to go out like that with the Warriors. Looking forward to game 1 in Denver. That's right, James, man. That's right. If Vincent can annoy Murray like he annoyed CJ tonight, that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome. That's a whole different beast, though. Murray is so much stronger than CJ. But I get what you mean, and it's going to take a group effort, man. It's going to take a village to raise that baby. Trust me. But like I said, man, I feel the best way to attack those guys, the best way to make them work, is to attack them offensively. Like I said, bring Joker out. Get him involved in switches. Same with Murray. Don't let them hide on defense. Bring them out. Do to them what they do to you. They want to seek out Austin and D'Lo. You seek out Murray and Joker. Do it. Seek out Michael Porter Jr. Do it. Come on, Darvin. Do it. LeBron. Do it. D'Lo. Austin. Do it. That's, in my opinion, the best way to get them. In my opinion, that's the best way to get them. And hopefully the Lakers do that. Attack them. Go at them. You're going to have to outscore these bozos, man. You're going to have to. And I really, really wish we had a healthy Vandal for this. Even if he does come back, again, I don't know. Even if he does come back, is 50%, 60, 75% Vandal enough? I don't know. We're going to have to see. But I am encouraged that Gabe seems to be getting more comfortable and more conditioned as these games go on. So I'm happy he came back when he did. Let's see. Clay has 4 rings. Can't take that away from him. However, he also turned down a 2-year, $48 million extension. That is a fact. Yes, sir. We got the GOAT in the building tonight, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, that seemed like a very reasonable extension. It absolutely did. That was almost an overpay, but he turned it down. I'd like to see him in a Magic uniform next season. They're the sleeper. They got like 60-something million, I think. So the Orlando Magic are the sleeper in free agency. Depending on what they do, can have a ripple effect, right? You know, they're not going after Braun. They could be someone that tries to pry a Max Christie or a D'Lo. But if they choose not to, then the Lakers are in pretty good shape with their own guys, right? So, but they are a wild card. We're gonna have to wait and see how that goes. Can't wait for yours. Don't keep us in suspense. And it's not like I'm trying to build up, or it's not like I'm even trying to, build up suspense or get you to watch Friday. I don't know yet. I'm going to be honest with you. I want to look at all the matchups. I'm going to go back and do. I don't know yet. I don't want to do it blindly. I want to give an educated guess. Right. I could probably go off the top of my dome and pick, but I want to do my proper research. I don't want to cheat the game. I want to give you guys my honest opinion and my honest hand to God. I'm not prepared to predict the Lakers series yet. I can't decide yet. And but I'm gonna give myself a Friday deadline. Got no choice. They play Saturday. Can we win this series if LeBron averages 40 points? Probably not, because that means I'd much rather Braun average 12, 13 assists than 40 points. Because if he's getting 40, he's going to be dog tired. His defense is going to be effective. That's not the recipe for the Lakers to win now nor ever. Trying to catch up. I wouldn't mind him in a Spurs uniform. Either way, they're looking for a vet. Yeah, I mean, like, be honest, it'd be kind of weird to see Clay anywhere other than Golden State, in my opinion, right? It'd be kind of weird. But can it happen? Yeah, sure. Will it happen? I don't know. So seeing Clay anywhere but the Warriors would be a little odd, a little strange, a little weird. Stranger things have happened, right? Stranger things have happened. But some teams, we'll see. And if Clay is okay with helping build up a team, it's going to be what Clay is after. If he's after the highest amount of money, then maybe another team will overpay to get a star name there, right? But if he's looking, to stay comfortable, stay familiar, see what the Warriors can do something with CP's contract, moving with something else. Who knows? Maybe, but like I said, if he's going straight money, then he may look to leave. We're going to have to wait and see on that. Best way to beat Alvarado is Braun stepping on the little person. Marius, what's going on, man? Thank God we made the playoffs. If we lose this series, do we reset? I think if we lose this series, it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be a lot of, obviously I think Darvin would be gone. I think that they would look to make changes. But I guess it determines, how it goes. If they get swept again, does it go to 7? Got to see. But I think if you go from the Western Conference Finals to losing in the first round after a disappointing season, then some changes probably would have to be made, right? More than likely, man. Diehard Laker fans only. What's going on, my guy? With the Warriors out of it, I have an even better feeling about the Lakers winning it all. Also, so you had some fear about the Warriors? That's interesting. You know what? I definitely thought the Warriors were going to win tonight and get into the playoffs, and I felt that they would be able to give OKC hell. So yeah, I definitely could see that. Every team in the West can beat every team in the West. like it's just it's a weird thing. Warriors being the 10th seed, if they got in, they could have caused some ruckus. Whoever gets the 8th seed, whether it be Sacramento or the Pelicans, they could cause some ruckus. Lakers is the 7th seed, right? Suns at the 6, Mavs at 5, Clippers 4, Wolves 3, Nuggets 2, OKC 1. Like, if you put all those names into a bucket, you took all those team names, you threw it into a bucket, and you draw names, and you remap the whole bracket, you probably could still say the same thing. Like, OKC could be 6th, the Lakers 3rd, Denver 6th. Like it doesn't. The West is just so nuts that every one of these teams can cause havoc to every one of these other teams. And the West playoffs is going to be dummy. And while I think that I'm hoping the East will be better in the playoffs in the regular season, I think there's some intriguing matchups. If we get Miami, New York, the first round, somehow Philly, Boston, first round, that would be pretty crazy. That would be that'd be a little wild. But like I said, I got Milwaukee going out in round 1 right now. That's one I want to lay my prediction out right now. I think Indy's going to get them. I think Orlando has a chance to be sneaky against Cleveland. I think people are sleeping on Orlando. And I'll get to the rest on Friday. But because I talked about those on Around the League yesterday, that's no secret. I'm still sticking with those right now. Clay should have taken the 2-year 48 with the Warriors, offering him at the start of the season. Yeah, and I think that's a lot of why he's frustrated and upset with himself is that he didn't. So I think that's part of why he's upset is that he didn't take that deal, and I think he regrets it. Luga. I'm sorry, Lulga. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Is there, Vando, any info coming back? There's no info other than I believe there's an update next week, but there's really nothing. We don't know yet. We don't know for sure yet. Let's see. We don't know that for sure. I hope to God that this series with the Nuggets go better. I really want the revenge so bad. Yeah, man. We all do. We all do. We need it. We need that in our lives, man. We need to be in the finals, man. We need that like water. You know what I mean? We need to be in the finals, man. It's just it's where we belong. We need that energy. We need that excitement. The city needs it. We need our damn parade. We need it. We need it. And I was extremely hopeful that we were going to get that this season going in, extremely. And, I still am. I'm still extremely hopeful. I still believe in my team. But like I said, my trust issues with this team, they deeply rooted, man. They deeply rooted. And if not for those trust issues, like I would, but it's just something just isn't right with this team, right? Still. However, there's been teams that haven't had something wrong with them and still pulled some stuff off. So, but yeah, I mean, I want to get them. I want to beat them. I don't care if it's in 4 or 7, 5, 6. I don't care. I just want to beat them because we had the year where we came back and we lost where we 13 or 11, 13, whatever it was, straight games to the Clippers. And we turned that around this year. We had matched up particularly well with Phoenix or Oklahoma City, for that matter. We did well against them. So it'd be really great to continue in that trend and turn things around against Denver. And hopefully they do. Hopefully they do, man. We need it. We deserve it. And hopefully the Lakers bring that energy that is needed. Denver, probably my least favorite team there is, especially when Joker showed no emotion after winning the finals last year. Yeah, it was disrespectful because it made it seem like I just, I win by showing up. That's it, bye. Like it does. I can't do as good an impression as Dan, but he kind of gave that vibe, and that I get it. I totally get it. But that's a bad mofo right there, man. That dude is bad, man. Looking forward to hearing your Laker Nuggets prediction on Sunday. By the way, how is Lucky doing tonight? Lucky's good, man. After the game, took him for a walk. We take our walk every morning and every evening with him. Spend time with him, get him outside. He's doing great, man. Thanks for asking. He's doing great. If we make it past the Nuggets, are we winning the Larry? Oh, anything else would be uncivilized. You know what? I would think so. I would hope so, but I would hope that would be one of the, there's always a chance of a letdown, right? Or, but definitely that's the biggest mountain to climb, And if it's a slugfest and you come out of that wounded, there's a lot of things that happen to a team on the way to a championship or that could derail a championship. And just beating who is your biggest nemesis in round 1 doesn't guarantee you're going to get the next 3 rounds, So beating Denver is not the championship. You know that. I know you know that. But definitely, it definitely would give that team much confidence to go out there and beat a team that they have not been able to beat. And they did it in the first round. It would put the league on notice. And you feel like Braun would just that energy would just continue. Like you felt like maybe that's enough energy for him to ride that through the rest of the playoffs. But it's hard to say, Die Hard. It's hard to say. I'd like to say yes. And ideally, yes. But you just never know, bro. You just never know. I think D'Lo will leave this summer. Spurs is the best fit because Wemby can cover for his lack of defense. Well, not necessarily because AD can't even always cover for his lack of defense, right? So you got to remember that. But I think D'Lo wants to stay, right? He played his heart out, so they wouldn't trade him. He wants to stay. I think there's a chance, depending on how he plays, that there may be mutual interest for him to return. I really do. I really do believe that. Shan says Clay too attached to the Bay and the pier, that lifestyle. Yeah, I agree with you too. That's what I'm saying. Dude legit boats to games. No, I hear you, man. Passionate believer. Thank you again. Got me fired up. Sneak that nugget neck and step on it. Seek that nugget neck. Yeah, man. Seek them, man. Seek them. Deadeye. Pow. That's what you got to do, man. Appreciate the super chat again, man. Man, you're on a roll today. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for everyone for your support. The super chats, the likes, the subscriptions, man, the memberships here and on Twitter, man. They're heavy deep on both of them here. A lot of people pulling up on Twitter right now. Appreciate y'all, man. Seriously, y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I humbly thank you, and I appreciate that, man. And like I said, there's so many great people out here that do this, so many great platforms. And the fact that you guys choose to spend your time with me, it truly is humbling. I never lose sight of it. And I greatly appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. I'm very nervous about Darvin Ham, to be honest. And that's fair. That's fair. I've got some nerves with that. I've got some nerves with some of the players. I've got some nerves with officiating. I've got nerves too. But when the game starts, I have no nerves. You know what I mean? But outside of that, Darvin, some of the role players, bronze shot selection or clock management, AD's ability on offense if he's having to do too much on defense. Like I said, D'Lo, AR, Prince, Dinwiddie, Hayes. I got concerns, right? This is what I'm saying. My trust issue with this team. So those are some things to be nervous about. However, man, if they can put lightning in a bottle here, man, the team has talent. They have the talent. Can they put it all together in this short amount of time? That's what we got to see, man. Jeff, who in the West do you think would match up best against Denver and give them problems? You got to immediately think of Minnesota because of the Twin Tower effect and Anthony Edwards and McDaniels, and they're well coached. Got a top defense. You'd have to put them up there. Phoenix, you'd have to probably consider them. Believe it or not, the Clippers. The Clippers have given them some fits this season, and vice versa. But the Clippers aren't a great matchup for them, and vice versa, right? So, and I'll also say the Mavs. There's a lot of teams who can give Denver some trouble. I'm just hoping we're one of them, right? Because we haven't been able to of late. As far as wins, we've hung with them. We've been in games with them. We've gone down to the wire with them. So we've gave them fits. That goes without saying. But our fits have not translated to wins, where other teams' fits have translated to wins. And because they haven't translated to wins, we are not the same level of fits. You get what I'm saying? So all could go out the window come playoff time, right? All could go out the window come playoff time. So that's my hope, y'all. That's my hope. I know Gordon's never been a good shooter, but he took a decent step back in shooting percentage this year. Last year, those occasional jump shots he hit were killer. Still a great cutter. He's a great cutter. He's great in the dunker spot. He's great at putbacks. He's great at trailing. He's great at getting ahead on the break. He's good at a lot of things in his role, but you're right. Every time he hit one of those shots, you guys have heard me so many times talk about loud buckets, loud stops, loud rebounds, loud blocks. Like, I feel like everything Aaron Gordon gives to that team is loud, because when he scores, or KCP, like, it just gets that crowd going, right? So everything he does just makes things tougher on the other team. So I agree with you 100%. And no, his shooting has gone down. We just hope it doesn't start to go north when he faces the Lakers, right? Every team is scary in the West. Facts. I'm trying to catch up here, man. Y'all great in the chat, man. Y'all so active in here tonight. You guys making me work in here. Appreciate y'all. I'm trying to get to every single one. I cannot imagine a 7 seed missing the playoffs. What do you mean? I don't understand. 7 seed can't miss the playoffs. I don't know. I still think the Lakers are our toughest matchup against Denver. Hey, I love that confidence. I love it. I want to see that. They need to show that to me. Again, I appreciate like your honesty earlier. I respect your take. But for me, not that I'm anyone special, but for me, I need to see it. They need to show me that. They need to show me, man. Can you believe that Willie Green said they dominate the paint, but they don't get the calls that the Lakers get? That narrative, I hate it. We saw, I'm not one, and you can ask anybody who's ever called a game with me. I'm usually the guy saying, nah, that's a foul. Like, I'm not really one that comes down on the refs. I'm really not that guy. But there were several calls today where they called a foul on, when they fouled Ingram for like a light touch on the arm around the basket, but then AD was getting shoved around the basket and nothing. Like I said, the consistency sometimes I think is off. But the officiating had nothing to do with either side of that game today. It didn't. New Orleans shot 30% from three. They did have a lot of buckets in the paint, but the Lakers shot 40% from three. The Lakers built up a lead, and the thing is, Pelicans started getting a lot of those points when they're making a comeback. They were trading baskets with the Lakers at some point, right? So, no, when there was contact near the rim on them, they got to the line. They got to the line. Do refs miss calls? Absolutely. Did they maybe miss calls with the Pelicans? Absolutely. Same for the Lakers, though. So again, I can't believe you. That's just sour grapes. Come on, Willie. Come on, Willie. Come on, man. You're better than that, Willie. Mike Malone, deaf annoying as a coach. He's a troll. You know what I mean? He's a troll. So I get why you say he's annoying, but he's a one hell of a basketball coach, man. I got to give him that. And like I said, he trolls the Lakers, and you want to shut him up, you got to beat him. That's just the rules. But his troll game is pretty strong. That's a fact. Do you believe being able to face them in the first round is better than the conference finals? Again, everyone has their preference. My preference is I'd rather face them when we were more healthy. If we are getting Vando back, I'd prefer we had him later. I'd prefer Gabe to get a series under his belt. There is an argument that Braun and AD to get him while they're fresh. There's an argument for that. But for me, I'd want our whole team, and I'd want our team going into with confidence after knocking someone else out. That's just my preference. Doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean anyone else is wrong. But my preference is Vando, especially this season's version of Vando, when he started getting clicking out there. And with Gabe and with Spence, like I would like a round for D'Lo's confidence to be elevated going into a Denver series. Like that's just me. So I'm a little less confident getting them in the first round than I would be later. That's just me though. I really want the Lakers to beat the Nuggets so we can take a paternity test and tell Mike Malone he's not the father. Do you believe we are a better team than last year? Feels like we're the same. Well, here's the thing. Last year, we would have finished fourth in the West. This year, we got to eighth and then won the play-in. So this team, in some ways, is better than last year. In some ways, shoot better. Like I said, they've got more depth. There's a lot of things. They're better in the clutch. There's a lot of things that this team is doing better than last year. There are. And they ended up in the same seed as last year, right? But last year was just such a celebration of getting that trade done and getting people in there and coming together. This year, I would like to think the team is better, but all the drama surrounding this year really made it difficult. So I would say I think this team is better on paper. I think the talent is better. But they've got to find that chemistry that last year's team found post-trade deadline. For you, Jeff, on the trust issues. Yeah, man. And I'm not happy to say that, man. I'm not proud to say I have them, but I have them. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello, hello. Hepatitis, see you later. Says Smoking Out Warriors pack, New Orleans pack. Facts. I said, I disagree. Honestly, I think D'Lo wants to stay in LA. Yeah, I do too. I mean, he played his heart out to show that he wanted to stay. So I agree. Dwight Smith, what's up, my guy? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate your continued support. Thank you, sir. I wouldn't mind keeping D'Lo either, man. 80 trade debate was over after 2020, but if there was any other people who thought there was still a debate, it ended today. Yeah, that never was a debate, man. But I feel you. D'Lo has a baby on the way. Chemistry with this team. No Nick Young. I can see him wanting to stay. No Nick Young. Facts. Kurt with these liners, man. We have a great team. We do have a great team. I've always liked this team, and I've always said that this team has like their issues, right? Like I said, I just hate what this team put themselves through this year, but I still think they have a good team. I really do. I really do think that. I hope we make a coach change this summer. Yeah, that's it, right? And regardless, I do too, because we have to get out from this. We have to get out from this. Like I'm just done with the toxicity of it. Like, I've been open about that. Like, while like I said, while at the same time not having the same hate for Darvin that a lot of people have, I still think it's best to move on. Like I do. It's just too toxic. The Pelicans are the 7th seed. They might miss the play. Oh, okay. That's what you meant. Yeah. I mean, that can happen. That can happen. Sorry, I miss what you said. The Lakers are the 7th seed now. Yeah. Let's see. Should Bron go out in game 1 like what he did in game 4 last season? Scored 4 points in the first half, I think. Yeah, but they lost that game. I would prefer, again, give me the Bron that we saw in New Orleans on Sunday. Give me those assists. Give me that. Give me that. That's what I'd want. That's what I want. And one quick thing tonight. Shout out to D'Lo, because when Alvarado got in his face twice and kind of headbutted him, D'Lo took the challenge. D'Lo took the challenge, man. So shout out. He got in his head. D'Lo was cooking him. Got in his head. So again, maybe that's some maturity, because I know D'Lo, when he's harassed physically, or guys kind of get in his face, and it's kind of forced him to disappear a little bit at times. But I'm watching the replay of it right now, and he chirped back. He's over there with Darvin. They're talking through it. Like I said, there was a lot of good things I saw today from the players, the coaching staff. Outside of that little run that the Pelicans went on, I'm very, very, very proud of what the Lakers did today, man. Going to take a team effort to beat Denver. Oh yeah, a whole team effort, bro. One thing also to take into account is Denver lost their D'Lo agitator and Bruce Brown. D'Lo going off today was huge for his confidence in Denver. Yeah, but they also have another Laker agitator in Reggie Jackson. He's just a thorn in the Lakers' side. So there's that. Just be aware of that. His name is going to be coming up a lot in this series. I promise you this. D'Lo's shown he can fit with LBJ and AD. Still young, need to keep him. Plus, he always gets undervalued in the market. That's a fact. When it's all said and done, AD will be the key against Denver. We go as AD goes. AD is always the key, bro. AD is always the key, and that definitely won't be any difference this next one. You're absolutely right. We want all the smoke, and we ain't ducking no fades. Over to the team after tonight's win. Yeah. Again, this isn't celebrating his season, but I did like the Lakers strategy today. I did like a lot from what I saw. Like I said, the defensive assignments or defensive strategy, some of the offensive stuff they were running. I didn't like when they kind of went away from it. The players did. They cannot do that in Denver. They will be humbled and they will be punished for that. But moving forward, like I said, I do like what I saw from a lot of them today. A lot of them really, really, truly did. Let's see. Who do you think is the key player for the Lakers against Denver? So to me, the key is AD, followed by D'Lo. D'Lo is very important. Very, very important. If D'Lo, like I said, D'Lo does not have to be great. He just can't be bad. Just be good, D'Lo. Just be good. Speaking of good, man, 53 likes on the video, man. Appreciate y'all. If you haven't done so already, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it, man, as this channel continues to build. Still fairly a smaller channel out here in these YouTube streets, still somewhat new-ish. So appreciate everyone for tuning in, dropping a like on the video, subscribe, and shout out to everyone over on Twitter, X as well. Appreciate all y'all for your continued support. Let's see. Game schedule is going to be Saturday, Monday, Thursday, repeat. Okay, cool. Gotcha. But on that note, as I am approaching 2 hours on this stream, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate your support. As I mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down for the night. Very good win for the Lakers, man, tonight. The Dodgers even snuck in a win tonight. Shout out to them. What a good day in LA. And as usual, y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with me, and I appreciate that, man. Average. Yeah, no, I know. But when he was with the Clippers, my guy, man, he's had moments where he's just drove us nuts, especially with Austin Reeves on him. So, like I said, just be aware. You're going to hear his name. I get what you're saying. He's not a star over there, but I can see him having some Bruce Brown moments against him. I definitely can. So appreciate y'all once again. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good, safe rest of your night. You'll have a good, safe Wednesday. Some good games tomorrow again. The Dodgers play tomorrow again as well. So I will catch y'all at some point tomorrow. And just thank you, man. Thank you. It feels good to be back with y'all. Felt good to be on Playback today. Feels good to be back on the channel tonight again with y'all. Just appreciate it. Shout out to all the mods. Shout out to Miss Angie B. Shout out to JSJ. Shout out to Kurt. And of course, shout out to the mod father, Mr. Search and Destroy himself. Happy B to the JSJ and Bree Love. Thank you for all the super chats, Passionate Believer. Thank you to everyone. Again, just thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all every day. I appreciate y'all. So I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Be safe. Talk to you soon.